Hi you guys, today I'm going to be doing a cook and clean with me. I'm going to share my chili recipe. I'm going to leave the link to it below in the description box so you can get the measurements and have everything you need to cook it. So these are the ingredients you're going to be using. First you're going to start with a pound of ground beef. You'll need 2 cans of diced tomatoes. I'm using the basil, garlic, and oregano. Some tomato sauce, petite diced tomatoes, pinto beans, and I like chili beans, the pinto beans. And you'll also need an onion and these seasonings that you see here. That the white stuff is sugar. So you're going to want to chop up your onion pretty fine, and then you're going to add it to the pot with a little bit of olive oil. You're going to saute the onions for a few minutes, and then you're going to add some minced garlic to it. You'll see here in the video that I accidentally add the ground beef first, so I have to add the garlic afterwards, which is not a problem, but it's better to add the garlic with the onion first, saute that a little bit, and then add your ground beef. See, there you go, whoops. So like I said, add the garlic next, and then your ground beef after a little while. I am using 80-20 ground beef here, which I never use. I usually use the 97.3. It did make a little bit of a difference with the grease, but you'll see here in a bit that I try to soak up some of that grease with the paper towel before I add all the other ingredients. So you'll just mix these two together until your ground beef is browned, and then you're going to add the rest of your ingredients and let it simmer. It's pretty simple. It's my favorite chili ever. So anyway, enjoy as I cook this chili, and I'll chime in here and there to let you know any tips and tricks with this recipe. And here I'm about to add some sugar. The recipe calls for 2 tablespoons. I think I would probably start with 1 tablespoon first, see how it tastes, and then you can add a little bit more sugar if you want. The sugar makes the recipe though, so definitely add it. You're going to want to bring your chili to a boil, and then once it's to a boil, you'll lower the heat and let it simmer for at least 20 minutes. But you can really honestly do this for a couple hours if you need to. So this is a great recipe to make, during nap time or before things get hectic. So here I am just about to clean up as we go, and then I'll jump back into cooking. And so now I'm going to make some cornbread to go with this chili, and this combination right here, I love Jiffy. You cannot go wrong with Jiffy corn muffin mix. This is by far just my favorite cornbread. I cannot stand dry cornbread. So a little trick is to add some cream corn to it. I like to add a good amount of it. You'll see here in a bit how much I add, but you're just going to make the cornbread like the box says with some milk and 1 egg. And then I do 1/3 cup, which is how much milk you put in. I do 1/3 cup of the cream corn into the batter, as you see me doing right here. And then once you get the cream corn in, you're just going to want to stir it around with a spoon. I don't do it with the whisk because it gets too caught up in there. So just stir it around, and then you're going to add these to, regular size muffins. You could do it in a round pan, a cake pan, or you can do what I did here, and I added it to a mini muffin pan. So anyway, you have to try it with the cream corn. It's absolutely delicious. I just use a tablespoon to measure those out. And if you do use the mini muffin pan, just make sure to shorten your cooking time. I started here with 10, but I would actually start with 8 and then just test your muffins. And these were done after 10 minutes of baking. I probably would have, like I said, started with 8, but regardless, these were still so moist. That's what I love about this cornbread. Let me know in the comments if you guys have done, if you guys do cream corn to your cornbread as well. Anyway, just checking to see if they're done. They were, and they were delicious. it is time to clean up the dinner mess. Is this anyone else's favorite time of day? I just love a clean kitchen at the end of the night. My husband was home tonight, so he had the boys while they took a shower, and he also had the baby. So I was able to clean up pretty quickly and peacefully. So here I am, cleaning.